Hey folks, welcome back to Vicious Vinyl. I'm your host, Gary Cabe. And tonight we're going to get into the top 5 punk records that you should have in your vinyl collection. People ask me all the time, Gary, what's your favorite? Who delivers punk to you the best? Is it the British punk or is it American punk? And I got to go with British punk. Early British punk, nothing delivers like some angry, pissed off Brits. I'm telling you that now. I mean, I love American punk rock, but British punk rock, good stuff. So here we're going to have the top 5. Now, these aren't my top 5 favorite punk records. These are just the top 5 that you should have in your collection if you're collecting punk. So we're going to break it out with number 5. Number 5 is GBH. This is on Clay label. This is a 1982 first pressing. And this record is sick. This record is awesome. It's City Baby Attacked by Rats. It's their second record. And if you ask me, it's just phenomenal. A lot of good tracks on here. The artwork is awesome. And yeah, man, I love some GBH. GBH, I've never seen them live, but man, I've seen a lot of their performances on YouTube and stuff, and those cats, from what I can tell, every show they play, they just bring it. So GBH is a number 5 for sure. If you don't have any GBH in your collection, I highly recommend getting some. And yeah, it's just a beautiful record. It's in beautiful condition. I was stoked when I found it. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. My number 4 choice. Now this took some time to find, and when I found it, oh, it's first press. It's off Dischord Records. It's from 1982. Right? No, 1983. I'm sorry. Minor Threat, Out of Step. This is good stuff. This record even came with the insert, and I was stoked for that too, because not many times you'll get records, and especially as old as, you know, in the 80s, it's going to be hard to get any kind of original stuff with them, because that stuff's been hung on walls, what have you. But this came with the insert. Beautiful. Folds down. Gives you the lyrics, which is awesome. And yeah, I got this record originally because I remembered it back in the day, but I guess it wasn't this Minor Threat record that Good Guys Don't Wear White. I thought that was on there, but I did remember Betrayed was on there, and I was like, I gotta get it. And once I put it on the turntable and listened to it, the memories came flying back. It was awesome. It was awesome. Ian MacKaye, good stuff. Went on to Fugazi and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is a great record. If you're ever out and about, get it, pick it up. You cannot go wrong. It's a beautiful record. It's in beautiful condition. Plays wonderful. When it came out, the red wasn't red anymore. They switched it to either blue or green, I think. But yeah, the originals, red, Dischord Records. Good stuff. Good stuff. This next one is an original on Cherry Red Records from 1980. The town I live in, they had a record show a while back, and I had to pick it up. Dead Kennedys, Fresh Fruit for Rotten Vegetables. This is an original copy. The band hated the orange, so they changed the orange and it went all black. And what it is, the cover is a bunch of cop cars on fire. Good stuff. And when it was reissued, the heads weren't on there. I think it was switched out with band heads, something crazy like that. But I know for sure that the orange went away and they went to black because the band hated it. And this also, great thing about this record is it does have the poster. I ain't going to unfold it right now, but the poster is in beautiful condition, not a pinhole in it, nothing. And that's super hard to find as well. I was super ecstatic when I found it. The guy gave me a killer price on it, and I just had to jump on it. Because you're not just going to walk into a record store and find an original 1980s Dead Kennedys Fresh Fruit for Rotten Vegetables copy and pay under $100. I paid well under $100 for this, and it was a score. The dude was super killer who sold it to me, so if you see this, she's in good hands, it's in a good home, and she is well loved. Love that freaking record. Next record is on American Leather Records. It's from 1990. This record here, man, when I first heard this album when I was 16, 17 years old, probably 16 years old, it really, it freaked me out. And most people won't say this band is punk. Some will say it's metal. I disagree. I think this shit is punk as hell. I give you Poison Idea, Feel the Darkness. This record here, man, holy cow. It is off the chart. They only released it on CD for a minute, and then they came out with the vinyl. It's from 1990. This is the first press. They just recently came back out with this record. It's a repop, and when you see it, the rings on the dude's hands, they're all shiny, and it looks like stickers are on there, and it's just no good. But you can't go wrong with a dude pointing a gun at Tiny Tim's face. Feel the Darkness. The title says it all. Trust me, if you get this record, you will not regret it. Plastic Bomb. The first song on the track starts out with a piano, a beautiful piano, I might add, and it is just, it's an amazing record. If you haven't heard it, look it up. You will not be disappointed, especially if you like fast music. This is good stuff. Poison Idea, indeed. Now, that's the only Poison Idea record I own. To me, it's their best. A lot of people will disagree. Again, this is all opinion. This isn't facts, or besides the labels and the pressings and the years. Everything else is my opinion. And to me, Feel the Darkness brings it. Which brings us down to number 1 must-owns in your collection. If you're into punk rock at all. Now, I've looked up a lot of videos of people's records and stuff and on YouTube and what they think their top 5 favorites are, or what their top 5 favorites are, what they think their must-owns are. And whenever I see this next band, they always throw out the same record. This next record is on Blurred. It's on a Blurred label. It's from 1983. It's a first press. From the Cradle to the Grave. I got Dick's signature on there when I went and saw the Subhumans down in Atlanta a few weeks ago. I have seen a lot of bands in my day, and that was the first time I ever saw the Subhumans. Holy shit. They brought it to Atlanta. Anybody who saw that show, they blew the freaking roof off that shit, and that dude is almost damn 60 years old, and he was singing it like he was 18 again. It was out of control. Super good. But any video that I've seen, everybody throws out Day the Country Died. And I'm not taking nothing away from Day the Country Died. Day the Country Died is sick. It's a great record. It really is. And I'm not putting down that album at all. I own it. It is a masterpiece. But from the cradle to the grave, man, this record here is just phenomenal. From 1983, it's first press. It's gatefold. And one of the biggest joys of my life was talking to Dick Lucas, singer to the Subhumans, about his records. I had a few of them signed. I'll never sell them. I'll never get rid of them. I will cherish these till I die. And they might be buried with me. Who knows? Who knows? But it's a beautiful record. It's great. Every song on it jams. Inside the gatefold, it's got the lyrics in there. And you cannot go wrong with From the Cradle to the Grave. The song alone, the self-title of the song, From the Cradle to the Grave, if you've never heard it, do yourself a favor. Look it up. Listen to it. That song is life. It really is. It says it in the fucking title. From the Cradle to the Grave. And he takes you from birth to death. It's all in that song. And I think it's about 12, 13 minutes long, maybe. But it's action-packed. And in that song, they play punk rock chords. They play reggae chords. And they just throw it all in the mix. And it's a beautiful thing. So there's my top 5 for the albums you should put in your collection. If you're collecting punk rock, you should definitely consider looking those up. Now, don't try to go all originals. I mean, you can, of course, but it's an expensive habit. It's stupid, but I love it, and it's an addiction, and I would never swap anything for it. Pick them up, look them up. If you're into records, if you're into punk rock, I mean, those 5 right there, you cannot go wrong. GBH, Jesus. If any of you guys from GBH see this video, go on an American tour. Come to the South. We need to see you down here. I need to see you. I've been a fan for a long time. You guys are sick. And it'd be fantastic to see you. But anyway, I'm going to come back next video. Again, I'll probably do a top 5 favorites. These are just pretty much top 5 must own. You gotta have them. You gotta have them. No collection is complete without at least some Dead Kennedys. Poison Idea might be a little hard to find, and if you find it, and if you find an original, you're probably gonna pay anywhere from like 50 to 60 bucks. And yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoy the record digging, enjoy the hunt. It's a beautiful thing, and you can't beat the feeling of digging through a crate of records in a record store or a record show, and you see it. Oh my God, there it is. Touch it. You're like, there it is. I have it now. I own it. It's a beautiful thing, and you get it home and you crack it on there, and oh man. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all are awesome. Keep on flipping. Find your diamonds. That's what it's all about. Music will set you free. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I can't wait to make another one. I feel great doing this, and yeah, it makes me happy. And I love sharing parts of my collection with you. I hope y'all have a great night. Enjoy it, and we'll see you soon. And from Vicious Vinyl, I'm Gary Cabe signing off. Y'all have a great night. Peace.